For a person who has high sensitivity and empathy, codependency can begin at any time in his life, even in the early days of childhood, when they're tuning into their parents' energy and adjusting their own. This mostly happens when the parents don't possess strong energetic boundaries, or they're emotionally unbalanced, or even carry unsettled pain themselves. Because of the empathetic nature of the child, they can feel the emotions and inner life of their parents as if they were their own, and they may be forced to believe that the well-being of their parents depends solely on them. The child feels that, for example, if they could just be a little better, quieter, sweeter, or calmer, then their parents would love them. The child can also feel the pains, worries, or fears their parents feel as real as if they were their own feelings. So the only thing they can do to survive and not have to feel these emotions is try to help their parents, because if they don't, the feelings will continue to haunt them. This is the point where codependency sets in. The child begins from there on to take care of their parents, tracking all areas of their lives where they're mentally, emotionally, and energetically unstable. They do this by making sure to always tune in to the energy at every point in time when they're around them. From there, they can adjust their energy and state of being in order to not feel the emotions of their parents. At this point, the child begins to lose contact with their feelings and inner life. Their focus changes from what they as a child needs, but are now looking to the external at how their parents feel, what they can do at any time to make them happy, and they adapt accordingly. When a child begins at the early age in their life to abandon their feelings and start worrying about the feelings of other people, that's how lethargy syndromes start in their lives, and this will easily lead them down a road to people-pleasing. They've grown up with the attitude of always focusing on the well-being of others instead of focusing on their needs, or they try to find their inner value externally from the environment by acting to fill up their inner emptiness. If by the time the child starts absorbing the emotions of their parents, they're not mirrored emotionally by their parents, it's most likely that they'll grow with that life of always subconsciously seeking validation and confirmation from other people. And once that child begins to lose touch with their energy and the truth, they'll lose contact with who they truly are. This can be very familiar with a person who's highly sensitive, because highly sensitive persons, HSPs, like every other person, can struggle with codependency. Now let us take a look at what codependency looks like and how you can save yourself from it. Replace the emptiness inside. When the child realizes as they're growing up that they're experiencing a feeling of emptiness inside of them, they might start looking for love in other people or places. But love and relationships are always intense emotionally. Not to mention, there can be a longing to be seen and loved by another person wholeheartedly, for them to fully experience that which they never experienced in their childhood. One thing about love relationships is that everything encountered during that period is a reflection of you as a person, and this can leave the child frustrated. No matter what they do to make sure that others feel good doesn't work out because they still feel empty inside. While seeking for a solution to their problems outside, they fail to understand that the solution lies within them. Other signs that can show a child's lost touch with himself and is trying to fill up their inner emptiness in him may be too much of shopping, or gambling or sex, obsessions, addictions, or similar behaviors. A codependent person will always try to fill up the emptiness inside them, but the truth is, nothing from the external can fill up that emptiness that's felt internally. Rather, it increases the feelings of emptiness and loneliness, which further leads to feelings of aggressiveness and unhealthy relationships, because that's the only love that was felt as a child. Break the cycle of emotional pain. The only way a person can get back to their true self is by feeling the emotions that made them lose contact with themselves. It means sitting with the feelings of being abandoned, rejected, or not seen. For you to win back yourself, you have to return to that part of yourself that was never seen, heard, or valued, and give that part of you the true emotions that it deserves. You can do this by talking to a coach or a therapist that can be of help to you. For you to be able to let go of the pain that you might have stored in yourself from childhood, you have to allow the emotions that have been lingering to be released through unconditional love, compassion, and presence. It's important to give yourself what your parents couldn't give you, and to heal and not carry around the pain or pass it down to future generations. So you have to break the cycle of pain. How to begin healing from codependency. Highly sensitive persons that have the ability to suppress their emotion pains because they're emotionally aware of it, they have great inner strength and they have access to their feelings. So in order to begin healing from codependency, you have to learn to spend time on learning about your needs and desires. You have to take responsibility for your life, and you have to start learning how to love yourself, either through meditation or any other form suitable to you. You have to forgive yourself and speak kindly to yourself, and above all, practice healthy boundary setting. Understand that you're not responsible for the well-being of others, and also release the victim mentality and stand up for yourself in your own life. These steps can take time, but you don't have to pay so much attention to it that it doesn't end up being too painful, especially anger and aggression. Well, that's the connection between high sensitivity, empathy, and codependency. I hope that you've enjoyed my explanation. Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to be notified of subsequent videos. And thanks for watching.